Hi there, I'm Heather. Welcome to Yoga for First Responders. Today we're going to do a little guided relaxation, just a few minutes for you to step back and focus on and feel your breath. So let's get started. Go ahead and find a comfortable seat. You could be seated like I am, you can be laying down on your back, or maybe you are in a chair and you just feel the seat back behind you. So just make yourself comfortable. And feel free to close your eyes. If you'd rather keep them open, that is totally fine too. You can just find a gentle downward gaze, maybe just right off the tip of your nose. So either way, you might lengthen your spine and allow your shoulders to drop away from your ears, like the elbows are getting a little bit heavier. Allowing a little bit of space to be between your upper teeth and your lower teeth, even though the mouth is closed. Just allowing the jaw to soften. Maybe even softening the space between the eyebrows. Softening your belly, letting it fall forward and relax. Allowing the legs to get a little bit heavier. And then bringing some awareness to all the points of contact you have with the mat underneath you, or the chair or the wall behind you. And just noticing if you place more pressure in the left or right side of the body, and gently evening that out. Noticing which parts of the legs are in contact with the surface beneath you, which edges of the feet, maybe the toes are connected with the surface below. While maintaining a tall spine, see if you can softly sink into those connection spots a little bit more. Really just arriving into your seat. Now staying with your normal natural breath, in and out of the nose at a rate that is comfortable to you, bringing some awareness to your belly. Notice any sensation that happens there as you breathe. And it's not a forced movement. You might not feel anything at all, and that's okay, but just notice what happens in the belly as you inhale and as you exhale. Maybe there's a slight expansion in the belly as you breathe in, and a slight contraction as you breathe out. Maybe it's very subtle. For a few breath cycles, just notice what's happening in the belly. And moving your awareness up to your rib cage, just around the lungs. Same thing, staying with your normal natural breath, and just notice any sensation, any movement that happens there. Maybe the ribs move outward, making room for the lungs to expand as you breathe in, and softly move back toward the midline of the body as you breathe out. It could be subtle, you might not feel anything there at all, and that's perfectly okay. Just notice for a few breath cycles. Now moving your awareness to your heart, your chest. With your normal breath, maybe there's a slight lifting feeling of the chest as you breathe in, and a slight softening down as you breathe out. Just notice. Moving your awareness to your throat and your nose. Maybe you can notice a temperature or a texture of the air as it comes in through the nose and into the throat. Noticing how it might change as it leaves the throat and the nose. Staying with the normal breath, just keeping your focus there for a few cycles. When you feel ready, starting to deepen your breath, making your inhales and exhales a little bit bigger. And notice how all these parts work and move together. So on an inhale, you might feel expansion through the belly, the ribs, heart, throat, and nose. And on the exhale, you might feel a natural softening as everything moves back toward the middle of the body. Take a couple of deep, slow breaths and just feel how your body is breathing. How it responds to this inhale and this exhale. When you're ready, dropping your chin towards your chest if you are seated, or maybe slowly moving that head side to side if you're laying on your back. Softening your shoulders and belly again, and slowly allowing the eyes to start open. Slowly letting light back in. And when you begin to lift your head, just looking around the room, noticing where you are, what your eye is drawn to first. Maybe noticing something you haven't noticed here before. Just orienting yourself to the space. Beginning to bring some movement back into the body. Maybe you start by moving the fingers and the toes, or rolling out the wrists and the ankles. Reaching those arms up overhead, whether you're laying down or seated, just taking a deep inhale as you reach up through those fingertips. And then exhale, bringing those arms back down along your sides or to your heart center. Checking in with yourself once more, just noticing how or what you might feel, where the mind is. Feeling ready to go about your day or continue on with your evening. May you be happy, may you be safe, may you be at peace. Namaste.